Folks, this is Vincent Adderley with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Escape Simulator 2. This is a game that's coming to Steam on October 27th, 2025. There's no early access here. It looks like it's just releasing into a fresh 1.0 state, and again, that's on October 27th. We are playing this about 2 weeks prior, so stuff is still subject to change at this point. In fact, the developer gave us a fairly lengthy list of things that were currently wrong with the game, and that makes it difficult for us because I want to review a product for you guys, but at the same time, some of it isn't working right. And like I said, it's not going into early access. It's releasing as a full-fledged product. Now, I quickly copy and pasted what I was told was currently wrong with my build. These are things that you may want to look out for should the game release with some bugs. For example, known issues in the early release build: missing face animations and some character customization, gamepad is not fully tested, autosave may occasionally skip some room progress, hint system is currently disabled in most rooms, though it will be available in the final release. Lastly, localization is a work in progress. The final game will include 15 languages, but for now, we recommend playing in English. On top of that, we had the standard Escape Simulator desync issue where I was messing with a puzzle, and to her, on her screen, it looked completely different. And she was like trying to suggest things to me. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? It looks fine to me. And then I completed the puzzle, and she's like, well, that's not what was on my screen at all. And this was a common complaint that we had in the original Escape Simulator. I also experienced some really weird skipping and lag, and there was a point where my game hung, like it froze and hung. It even cut out my Discord for a full 10, 15, 20 seconds. It like stopped it hung everything on my system, and I couldn't do anything. And then it finally got back to normal and we could play again, but there was some optimization, some hanging issues that I had. So I'm a little concerned because this game is, again, it's going into 1.0 and I'm getting all these issues. So I'm a little hesitant here. Now, Escape Simulator 2 will be launching with a price of $20 with a 10% launch discount. Again, that's on October 27, 2025. I also copy and pasted information from my press kit so you can clearly see what it is and what it has to offer. It'll support up to 8 players. Again, I've never played like that many players on original Escape Sim. I think at most up to 3 people, but it's cool that you can get up to 8 people playing in one room like that. And I don't know, like, again, going back to the whole 1.0 thing, I think this all hinges on, do you trust Pine Studio, the company behind Escape Sim 1 and Escape Sim 2, to have it working mostly by the time this releases? And because of my busy schedule, as much as I would like to come back to this closer to release, I'm busy and have other things to do. So yeah, I'm hesitant at this point because the game does need more work as of this current build. Now, in the lobby area, I've shown this off in the demo before. You can mess with puzzle pieces. Once you complete rooms, you unlock puzzle pieces. There's, again, that limited customization right now, and the hairstyles that I was toggling didn't really reflect what my character would look like after the fact. So like the icons and what actually was happening to my character didn't sync at all. So again, that's another thing. We're 2 weeks away, and something as simple as this isn't working right. So again, a little concerned, a little hesitant. This game, I feel like this should have been an early access title, not a full release kind of thing. But she was able to join without a problem. It was a simple invite. There's also a 5-digit code. Now, there are a total of 12 rooms, plus the little tutorial that you can do. But there's also a community tab, so you can, I guess, upload, because there is a map editor in this as well, a room editor. So you will be able to create your own maps, and then upload and play with others. That's I think what gave Escape Simulator 1 its longevity, because even the core game in Escape Sim 1 didn't have that many rooms in it, but the community published hundreds of rooms. It's amazing. Anyway, so Escape Simulator 2, we played the first pirate level because we already played the Dracula level in the demo. And I'm just going to preface this by saying there is going to be some slight spoilers here. I tried not to show off too many solutions, but I couldn't be helped. I had to show you some gameplay. Right away, we noticed that the graphics were better. The environment was a lot more immersive. Everything looked nicer. Would you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. It really does look um a little bit more realistic, and it's even harder to decipher what to interact with and
Yes.
what's just decoration, you know.
Hmm.
So, but it was cool. I liked all the red herrings.
Yeah, I mean, just like in Escape Sim 1, if you look at an item, it'll have like a little key symbol next to it. You can disable that little key hint. Like next to the name of the item, there'll be a little key icon. That tells you it's useful for something. But you can turn that little hint off in the options menu. In fact, you can turn off a couple of things in the options menu. Like the timer, you can turn that off completely. Just don't show it if you don't want to see that. So, yeah, there is some cool option menu customization as well. But like you said, yeah, the graphics are amazing. I felt a lot more immersed in this one, so I'm really happy with that. I did have some issues interacting with certain objects in the environment. Again, it things didn't feel as smooth or as optimized as I kind of expected them to be for a game that's close to 1.0 release. But I did enjoy the puzzles. I enjoyed like I enjoy the experience. I mean, I like these kinds of games. I like the whole puzzle room experience. So as a whole, like despite its flaws, Escape Simulator 2, it felt like a new fresh experience and I was really happy with it. My main concern is, is this why are they releasing this in the 1.0 with this many problems? I'm hoping that they've already fixed these things and they just gave people like me, like the press, builds that are half broken and on purpose. I don't know why. You'd want to give them something like you want to give your best foot forward or put your best foot forward when you're trying to give the press something to show off. Anyway, what were your thoughts on this, Idly? I've been talking a lot.
I like the game. It still has that satisfying feel of solving puzzles. It still has teamwork, I guess. I mean, these puzzles can be solved individually. It's not like you're required to have
Mm-hmm.
somebody else with you. And I like the truly co-op experience, but this was decent. I really liked it. It makes me want to do all the rest of the rooms. There's like an incentive to do more puzzle rooms because once you get back into the lobby, there's like things to unlock.
Mm-hmm.
And but like you said, there was some jankiness, there was some disconnection issues
Mm-hmm.
and desync issues, and that was kind of unfortunate. And it does seem as if the game needs to be a little bit more touched up and spruced up a little bit.
Yeah. I was
So,
really surprised to see this many things wrong with it this close to release. So, yeah, I mean, I trust Pine Studio because they have a long history with Escape Simulator 1. I just don't agree with their decision to release this as a 1.0 game when there are still this many things wrong with it. I don't think this is when I think 1.0, I think this is a finished game. 99% of bugs are gone. That's not the we have desync issues, we have disconnects, we have somewhat bad optimization when it comes to the certain like I had to turn down my graphics to like half resolution or whatever because full was
mm,
just too much. And my computer can run Helldivers and other games just fine. So like I just felt like this was I know I'm complaining a lot about this thing, but at the same time it's releasing in a 1.0. Paying customers I think need to know that. So I recommend Escape Simulator 2 and by extension Escape Simulator 1, but with 2 there's that big asterisk there like buy at your own risk. Like
mm,
maybe wait a week and see how other people feel about it. And like if you're not sure, maybe wait a week and see how the bugs actually are. Even the like, I like the fact that you can take a photo afterwards, but you were stuck in this weird like Michael Jackson's Thriller pose for whatever reason. Like I'm just saying, like
yeah.
these are things that should be done and fleshed out already. But
Mhm.
long story short, would you recommend it?
Um,
Putting you on the spot here.
I know. You know what? For people who like these sort of escape sim games, I would recommend it. I would, even with some of the bugs.
Hmm.
I'm confident that they will get fleshed out. And even if they don't, it's not too game breaking.
Hmm.
We almost crashed. It was almost game breaking,
Yeah.
but I haven't gotten to a game breaking uh aspect of the game, so I do recommend it.
Okay. Well, there you go, folks. I recommend it as well, but it's a hesitant recommend at the moment based on the build I've played. They did promise that these things will being worked on, so I will give them benefit of the doubt for now. This is Vincent Idley. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.